Okay guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Janet, and today I just created this pinkish, during the day, get ready with me look, which also is like a chit-chat nyana. I'm going back like to the old university days. So if you're really interested in getting to know a bit of me, a bit of the old Janet, I'm not the same person anymore, please watch this video and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment in the comments section below. And yeah, enjoy. Okay guys, so I'm going to start by doing my eyebrows, and I'll just sort of get into the story as we do the eyebrows. So okay, and for my eyebrows I'm using the Essence Designer. This is a pencil that I got from Essence, and I've never really used it. Today is going to actually be like my first day trying this pencil out. So let's get into the story. A couple of years ago, am I not too close? A couple of years ago, when I was still in tertiary, I think doing I want to say my third year. I really want to say my third year. And it was like during Macufe. If you know, there's like this is it even a 5 or 7 day concert that used to happen, not used to, that happens in the Free State, Bloemfontein. I'm not sure if it's going to happen this year because of COVID and everything, but it was like during those times, and I want to say it was like October. It was the month October 20 something, I don't remember, 20 something. Fine, me and my girls normally plan like, what are we doing this year for Macufe? People are going to be coming to town. It's going to be hectic, edge for hectic. So this particular year, we didn't really like have plans. We didn't really have plans, but listen to this. So my friends call me and are like, no girlie, zwakala ziyasha kamngani wami. Hi, nami ke ngenza iqiniso ngizwakale. Then we go out to this, it was a guest house, and there were like a couple of people there. It was a bride, and when I got there, it was a almost eating time, because I got there like when people were already like dishing up, yes, and corn. Yimlo ngiyafika lapha. Oh, I forgot to show you this. I'm concealing using the LA Pro Girl, and this is the color medium beige. That's what I'm using to conceal my eyebrows. So I get them, they dish up, my friends are there. Okay, let me just do this. I don't want to make mistakes, so okay, so I get there, my friends are there, people are really dishing up, like it's a nice vibe. I think the people that were actually booked at that guest house were from Joburg. We're like some guys from Joburg, as well as like some came with their girlfriends. Okay, so we vibe, kumnandi, ku-righty, ku-relevant, sisi girls. We were like, hi, but in Ngamazulu, what are you guys doing in the Free State? And back then we were like students. So there's two other girls that we know that are like from KZN as well, that are at this guest house with us. They came there. They actually arrived there earlier on, much earlier than my friends arrived. So these two chicks, sebe magiwe in a way, like they already have like their boos. It's okay, this is my boo. Nan sharp. I don't really do that. Mangi say vibing for the vibe, you get me? So now one of the guys osemage one of these two chicks is a senatal. Now wants this other friend of mine, and lazy, like he says, yeah, they don't really like it. It's like, nah, lona uthatha umuntu wami, blah blah. Okay, so now it's like, like lo muntu sefuna umuntu wami, wabona zonke le dore ibhorayo lezi. Hi. And then I suggest to my friends, like, guys, let's leave. Like, what more do you want? Like, let's bounce. Mind you, I got like 2 hours line. I think it was like over an hour, and I'm like, hey, girls, as I'm being like, is yawa a small, like if you're from Bloemfontein, you definitely know a small street, and you definitely know a small street if you're a student to go to yay. Peel it up. So I've already went in and done like the other eyebrow. I feel like I want to do like eyeshadow, so let's get into that. Yeah, so guys, nangempela, we call this other dude, we like, hey, listen mfowethu, nganami like just started like having her periods, so we need to go. I'm concealing my eyelids with the LA Pro Gold concealer, right? So we tell her that now this friend of ours just started like her periods, so we need to go, and you know, she needs to go and get and change. And he's like, no, it's fine. I can drop you guys off and I'll wait for you guys. It's her and daughter. No, why fanele senze cross? Why fanele senze njalo? Sifuna nje ukuthi and kahle kahle sicrossa vele. Yini sicrossa yona? No, sifuna ukuthi nje ayowenza, ayoshintsha, and then you can even wait for us like outside the gates. So he's like, okay, cool. Sihambe siye we get in the car, and he drives us to like where both of these friends of mine live. Now I'm going to put on a baking powder onto my eyelids, and the baking powder I'm using is the Revolution Luxury Powder in the shade banana baby. Sharp. Now this guy drops us off where my friends live, right? And if I tell you, Uguti, when we got off, we went straight into a club, child. Asi moshanga skati. He dropped us off like Mkakeni, and you must know, if it's Macufe, like the streets be packed with cars, people sitting in like their booths, you know, playing music, like it's a total vibe. So like it's at night, you're dropping us off in the middle of the street. We just went into the club and he didn't see us. He didn't even have like any of our numbers with him. We didn't give him that. No baby, no child, no, we didn't. We get into this club, ziwani Jesus. And nje the thought yokuthi I've been sitting there for like an hour was a waste of my time. A waste of my time. I really want to do like something pinkish, something baby pinkish. So, and the eyeshadow palette I'm using is this Candy Peaches. with 18 blendable mattes and shimmer shadows. And I bought this eyeshadow palette on Amazon. Yeah, I bought it on Amazon. Yeah, and I believe I bought it on Amazon, but I think I did, yes. So we go straight into the club. Masingena lapha, like there's a couple of other guys we know from university, of course. Siyawa, like he say yutini man, kugcwele youth man, you understand? Hayi ziwe and kwakhona like this other guy who's like even a colleague of mine now, we work together, and like Susbongo Fanana, we share like the same surname, so we are like brother and sister in a way, you know. So he was also there chilling with his friends, and he was like, no man, come and join us, like in Pumapi, Simpi store. My friend then was dating this other guy who was like so this Bongofanana friend of ours doesn't know Uguti, my friend is actually dating this guy, because it was like a secret between like the three of us, you know. And he just spills it out there. This guy is like a mutual friend to all of us. And he just says, oh, I just met so and so, and he's with like his girlfriend, and they're actually going to Mahungra. Mahungra is like another place here in Bloemfontein, in Bloemfontein, yeah. It's like a car wash, but it, you know, at night, baby girl, it turns into something else. So he's like, no, I just met so and so. Let's call him X. Just met X, and X was like with his girlfriend, not knowing that X is also dating this friend of mine. Now the mood changes. Like this friend of mine is like frustrated, trying to call the guy, akaphikaphi. Uyabona manje ukuthi hali lo muntu uzobhorisa umcimbi wethu kanti thina siyitshelile ukuthi lalela baby girl, today is the day, you get me? Then this friend of mine decides to finally like just go home and to know, just go back to the flat. I know, yeah, she wants to sleep. Now here's this brush of mine. No, he wants to sleep, like she's done. And I'm like, okay, cool. Probably I'd act the same, you know, if this like was to happen to me. So these friends of mine, both of them, they leave. So I'm left behind at the club. I'm left with this Bongofanana guy. Hayi, mangitshela ukuthi kwaqala phansi ubumnandi. Like, yes, survivor. Now we're sitting. Also, his friends leave, so it's the both of us left. So now, where's this brush of mine? So, saleke mina naye so yisu ziwe. Now we're sitting at the bar, right? So you see at the bar there's that section where like the bottles hang like from the top, you know, and it's like a tap nyana, and the bartender just, you know, presses on the bottle, and you understand, yeah, what a little situation. So we're sitting right in front of that situation, right? This friend of mine is tall. This Bongofanana is tall. So when the bartender like goes to serve like on the other side, cause like it's a long bar, and then it has like this beam, this column, I mean, in between that separates the two. So we're sitting on one side, and when he goes to attend like on the other side, this friend of mine usale shama shots into ngayazla, and we are mixing yonke lento egcwele la. Siphuza ngapha, shama shots la amahalaha, which is probably bad, right? Yeah, so now it's time to leave. I think it was around 4, 4:30, like in the morning, or something to 5, but it was really like in the early hours of the morning. I don't see this color coming through like that. Ooh, child. Okay, so we decide, okay, now we're finally going to leave. We're finally going to leave. And I remember when I came, like during the day, I had like 50 rands. Yes, I had 50 rands because I knew Uguti, I was probably going to come back either too late at night or like in the early hours of the morning. So I carried 50 bucks for the cab, baby. You need to always have that backup cash just in case things go south, baby girl. You never do that risk of not carrying anything with you. So I'm that chick, like I'll always have like that cash on me for transport, you know. So I'll tell Sibongo fanele ukuthi lalela ngifuna ukuhamba manje mina. And he's like, and he used to live like I think about 2 streets away from where I used to live. So he's like, no man, sizohamba sobabili, bring this 50 bucks and let's go buy chips, like fries. And it doesn't sound like a bad idea to me, so I'm like, sharp, it's fine. Now we go, we buy chips, we sit there, estarosama chips, and we dig into these fries. We eat these chips. So immediately when we're about to leave, he actually sees like one of his homeboys from Harrismith. So he then asks them, they would say, hi guys, give us a lift, we're just going like up the street, you know. You can then drop us off there. Yeah. You can then like drop us off is there something in my nose? Oh, that would be very, very awkward. So these guys give us a lift and they actually drop us off where no, we get into the car and where we were supposed to get off at into iroboti. Hello mommy. Nana. Hello Nani. Yeah. Uzomthatha babona. Okay, so we like supposed to get off at it's like airports, you know, guys. So airports lali move, right? But I guess the driver was too drunk, like the guy that was driving was like too drunk to stop, or I don't know, but he didn't stop and we went straight into like this polo. There was a polo car that was at the robot there, and guys, if I tell you, sangena le polo le, it was like it had like a big sound, but it didn't really, we didn't like do like much damage to it. I don't know if mbone kahle, but I don't think we did much damage. So and like the guys I'm with in the car start saying, hey, Shayam, like they got so excited. I was like, what the hell is happening? Like, hayibo, siqeda kushayisa imoto we need to stop and like check out the car and check out if labantu lava bashapu or in ta ishaya mshayeli or make 10 ishaya mshayeli, like they were so, I don't know, excited, like yo. And this guy immediately did like a little reverse and then choop, there we went. How am I low? I was losing my mind. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my foundation, and I am using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and I'm the shade 15, which is the caramel. Yes, so there we go. Like, we are driving and these guys actually chase us, so now this is like a chase. And mind you, sekuwo 5, so sekunabantu, like some people are going to work, dude, and it's Macufe, like people didn't even sleep. Some are still coming back from the clubs, and here we are being chased. Ha! And Yazi, there's something that alcohol does to you. We're being chased, but this guy decides to stop a routine. And when he stops, I was sitting like by the door. I opened the door, and as I put like I stepped out like with one foot, he took off, nearly killing me. Nearly killing me. So as I'm like now standing in the middle of the street, baby girly, about 5, you know, I am shitting myself. I'm so scared. I'm like, oh, we are going to jail, all of us. Ooh, I put foundation on my, what the hell? Okay, I'll just see that when I get there. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to jail for something I didn't even do. Like, when the cops get here, obviously we all drunk, even if like I'm not driving, but I really thought that I am going to jail. So these guys come because they were chasing us, and they stopped by me, and like the driver gets out, and there's like, I think it was 3 of them, and they're like, no, but why are you guys running away when you just did like a hit and run? I'm already crying, like girl, I'm feeling emotional. I'm already crying. I'm like, no, I told them to stop. They didn't want to stop, so that's how I decided on getting out of the car, which is true. I was telling them to stop, and I didn't want to be part of Yonkele chaos. So I was telling them the truth. Like, I told them to stop. I didn't want to be part of this. So the guy was like, no, but you know what makes me actually like mad is the fact that you guys didn't stop and like check the car out, even though there's not like any damage or something like that, but just for you guys to stop, you know, and show remorse that, and you know what you did is wrong. And I'm like, yeah, bo, mvumelana nawe puti, mvumelana nawe. And ngibatshelile ukuthi abame, so bona bebengafuna ukuma. That's why ngidilgile, like that's why I decided to like get off the car. And he's like, where do you live? And it was actually not so far from where I actually lived. And I told him where I lived. I was like, I'm not going to leave you in the middle of the street around 5 in the morning. Let me take you to your place. I was like, cool, you know, that's a good guy. Was a good guy. So he takes me to my place, he drops me off at the gate, and he's like, who do you know in the car? I tell him, I know this guy, I don't know the other guys, I don't know the driver, but I do know like one of the guys, like a friend of mine. We're from the club with him, you know. I'm a snitch. I'm telling up on this guy. I'm like, I know him. I'm offering his numbers. He didn't even ask. I was already offering like Pumagim Satani. So he takes the numbers and he's like, okay, he'll just keep on trying. If like they don't pick up or what, he's definitely going to open a case. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then I get into my flat. Mind you, it's now like Sunday morning, and I had promised this other friend to go with him to Indo to watch the football match. I don't even like soccer like that. Not even like that. Like, I'm not a fan at all. Don't forget, guys, don't forget to blend your neck, because we don't want to like see where your foundation ends. Okay, so he lets me go. He drops me off at the flat, so I get into my flat and I go straight to bed. Like, I was so exhausted, like, imagine the things that have been happening the entire day, dude. Now I'm going to highlight using the Fit Me Maybelline New York concealer, and it's in the shade 20, baby. So I get straight into bed. Oh, this concealer is bright, baby. So I get into bed and I fall asleep. Then around 1:30, still sleeping, I hear this knock. They came to get me. These are the cops, and they definitely here for me. I was like, do I open or do I just ignore the knock? Like, what do I do? I haven't heard from this guy friend of mine that I was with. Like, what do I do? What am I going to say? Ekaya, what the hell am I doing in jail? Yo, mama muzopoxeka. So I end up waking up and I go like open the door. Or when I ask like, who's that? They're like, I'm a police. I'm like, damn, this guy actually opened the case and he knows where I live, so now they're coming to get me. Like, it's sad. So when I actually opened the door, it was ile crew ye hit and run is on board. Imagine. And bahleka like there's nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong. And they're like, hey, wena yini manje jumpa off imoti hamba. I'm like, hey, I told y'all ukuthi I don't want to be part of this. So man fun get jail. Like, man fun get jail ngicela nihambe nodwa ngangifaki mina lapho. And they're like, no, money, but jail. And the driver, they still drunk, mind you. They're still drunk. Apparently, they drove to some other place that was still open, and then they bought their drinks and they sat down and like, here I am, busy explaining to these guys, babe, Polo, freaking out, laba are having a day time of like Christmas. So, but no, man says I'm still using the what's this? The luxury powder, the banana powder, the revolution powder to now bake everywhere where I put on the concealer, right? So they're like, no, says now we guala. Those guys are not going to catch us. You know, just guys being guys, like. So I was like, no, man. I was afraid, you know. I didn't want to go to jail. And that guy said, like, if you guys don't call, don't stop or what, or answer your phones, he's opening a case. So I don't want to be part of that. That's not what I signed up for. So please, dude, please. And they're like, no. When like like after like I got off the car and the polo guy called, they answered the phone and then they spoke and they apologized over the phone, and the guy was like, okay, sharp, and told them Oguti he had dropped me off a fleeting, so that's why they just came to check up on me now. They're like, ah, somebody's your pose. Excuse. Somebody's your son. Mina. Ngiphuze nani. Ngiphila kahle la. Never. So but no man. Hey, when awuyeke ukugwala, awuyeke in ngithi hey, phinde. Oh, so I'm going to bronze, and for bronzing I am using the Maybelline Face Studio Bronze Color and Highlight Kit. Yes, so I tell them, I'm like, yo, phinde undibone mntakabawo soze cishe ngayejele. Like, ah, so by Guala wena, and I'm like, oh, I'd rather be a gual, baby. I'd rather be a gual because you guys don't respect life, you know. You guys actually don't care about your lives. So no, hun, I'll pass. So they leave, and then I go back to bed. Now this other friend of mine calls, this friend that I had promised to go with to the soccer match. That match, yeah, Celtics, Bloemfontein Celtics against Kaizer Chiefs. He's like, hey, don't forget the game starts at 3. I'm like, not today. Ising vandag. I am done. Ngama crowd. But obviously I couldn't tell him that. I promised the poor dude. So I was like, okay. Then I woke up and I took a bath and went to the stadium. And if I tell you, Uguti, I slept the entire match. I'm not kidding. I slept the entire match in stadium. Angikhumbula nescore. Anginandaba futhi nescore. So I was just there, like the body was there. Ooh. I don't know if I'm like going a little bit overboard with the bronzer, but you can never have enough bronzer, baby. Then I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild blush in the color Mellow Wine, and it looks like this. And I like a lot of bronzer and blush. I don't know what it does to you, Mara. It does something good, you know. It does something good. Then I put some on my nose, a little bit on my. It just brings back that color. Just brings back that color. And yep, so I slept the whole match, the entire match. After that, I went straight to my place. I got in bed and I slept. And if I tell you that that was the last time that I ever went out with this friend of mine, this Bongo Fanana guy, because like previously from that night, every time when I went out with him, the night never ends like on a good note, on a okay, goodbye, good night. No, there's cops included, there's someone beaten included, there's someone stranded out somewhere, like hi. But I really enjoyed my university years. Let me go back in and just buff this out. I don't want my blush and bronzer to have like harsh lines. I don't like that. Then I'm going to go in with my MAC Prep and Prime setting spray. This is the matte one, and okay, I think that's enough. Yeah, so as I was saying, that like I want a night to end off like in a good positive note, you know, not in I wish this was all a dream, you know, everything happening. So I had to cut that guy out. Like now we are colleagues, we actually work together, and if I tell you that he's still the same person, he is still the same dude, the same guy. Izinkinga zodwa. You know, everyone has that friend who always causes trouble everywhere you guys go. I just wanna remove a foundation on my lips. So yeah, guys, that's one. I have a lot of these Macufe stories, believe me. That is just one of the many that I have. Then now I'm going to do my lips, and I feel like I want to do something pinkish, and I do have this lipstick that I bought at this makeup counter. The Fix had, I don't know if it still has, but the name rubbed off, so there's no name here anymore, but I still love it. It's about it. It's almost done. And to line my lips, I am using the gel pencil from Essence. You really need to try out Essence products, hey? Don't sleep on Essence. Do not sleep on Essence, girl. There's these lipsticks they have that I really want to try out. This lipstick, guys, ooh, ndiyithanda ni. Okay guys, so I've put on my lipstick, I've popped on my lashes, baby girl, listen, we are ready to bounce. No, we're not bouncing, we're not going anywhere. But anyway, this is the look I've created for you guys today. This is not a lot. This is like your daytime look, something I'd wear during the day. And yeah, I don't think it's a lot. I think it's minimum. It's nice also. So please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment in the comment section down below if there's anything you'd like to know about me, maybe suggestions on a get to know me video. And also don't forget to click the notifications bell so that every time when I post the video, you guys are ready, baby. You know when that video's dropped, you know. Yeah guys, thank you very much for watching my video. Until next time, sweeties, bye.